Hello everyone and welcome. Today we are going to work on this snowflake snack mat, and it is done in the style of like a graphghan. And you will always be working with 2 colors of yarn in every row. You only work from the front side of your work. You need a chart to follow, which I have, or you could go to a website like Stitch Fiddle and create your own chart. So rather than going step by step, row by row, stitch by stitch on how to do this, I'm going to show you how to do the stitch, and then I'm going to provide you with my chart. So on my chart, I put numbers in for my background color for how many stitches that I needed so that I wouldn't have to sit there and count each row. When you're using your chart, it is best to have a piece of paper that you can block it off so you don't get lost on where you are at. And we are going to get started. For this snack mat, I used the color of garnet and white. Garnet is just a nice deep red color, and it is Premier Basics yarn because that happens to be what I have on hand. But we're going to do this in a lighter color that hopefully it'll be easier for you to see on camera. So let me set this aside, and we will get started. Now my particular snowflake mat is a chain of 31, but I am not going to chain 31 because I'm just showing you how to do the stitches and change colors. So we're going to make a chain. Okay, so I chained 16 for this example, and I cut my yarn. I have a tail on either end. Now for the very first row, you want to have both of your colors. So we'll do a standing single crochet to attach it, slip knot, put it on your hook. We're going to go into our back bump, only because it makes it look neater. You don't have to if you don't want to. And we're going to pull it through, lay our other yarn, our other color across so that we are working with it too, leaving a tail. See how we have the tail? And then we're going to do a single crochet into each stitch all the way across, working over top of our second color. The first row is always a little awkward. So when you get to the other end, you're going to fasten off. Okay, so you should look like this. Now the reason that you work over both colors is because on the edge you have the fringe, and you want your fringe to pretty much come out even. So then we're going to go to our second row. Again, we attach with a standing single crochet, slip knot. We're going to come into our first stitch here, and we're going to work over top of our other color. Leaving a tail. So we're going to say we need 4 stitches of background. So I have 2, 3, and 4. On that 4th stitch, I don't complete my stitch. I bring my working yarn forward, pull up my other color, complete the stitch, All right, let's say that I need 2 stitches of the white. So I'll do 1, 2, don't complete the second stitch, bring back up my background color, snug it down just a little bit, and I only need one background, so I'd pull it forward, bring up the other color, and say 1 of my second color, and by doing it that way, the top of the stitch ends up where it's supposed to be, so you're not off on your stitch count. Okay, so we just would continue following our chart, switching colors whenever we need to, and when you get to the end, you cut your yarn, fasten off your stitch, and then you would move on to your next row. Always starting with your background color, slip knot, standing single crochet, get that started, bring up my other color, working over top of it, and just stitch along. When we need to change, we don't complete the stitch, we bring on the other color, do however many that calls for. When we're ready to change colors, we do not complete that stitch, bring up our other color, and continue on until we need to change colors again. And at the end, we cut and fasten off. So when you've completed your whole chart to make your snack mat, you want to do your fringe. So what I did is I used both colors and cut it, about 6 inches long. And I would come up from the bottom poke my way through, pull my loop through, and then I would pick up these other strands, our tails, and pull them all through the loops. And then tighten down. Okay, and I would do that all the way across, and then trim them up evenly. So, I mean, that's my front. You're always working from the front side. The back looks pretty much just as good. Okay, so it's really easy to do. You just follow your chart and you end up with a gorgeous snowflake snack mat. Perfect for Christmas, perfect for the winter time. You just set your cup of hot cocoa over here and have a little plate of your cookies or your sandwich or whatever, and it's just the perfect size to have a little snack with. Okay, so as promised, here is the chart. I will add a better image so you can take a screenshot. But that's my chart. It is 31 wide by 25 rows, and it's very easy to do. And as you can see, comes out quite lovely. And again, when you're working your chart, block it off so that you can see. I need 15 background, one of my second color, and then 15 more background. Then the next row, I need 14 background, 3 of my other color, and 14 background. 7, 2, 5, 3, 5, 2, and 7. Now I did not number the actual shape because with the exception of this one row here, you can look at it and see how many you need. And that, because we know we have 31 stitches and I need 5 here and 5 here, obviously that's 21. So that is what I have for you. So I'll add that image so that you can get a screenshot of the chart. And yeah, really easy. Actually, this gray and white looks good together too. I might do one in gray and white to go with it. Looks nice. And if you like this snowflake, if you click this link right over here, you'll see how to do a great granny square snowflake.